Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Tuesday, February 27th. We're going to take a look at space today. So with earnings coming up, I thought we'd come and take a look and see if it booms or busts or goes sideways, what levels might come into play based on the reaction. So if we zoom out here just to get the lay of the land, this is the long, storied, painful history of space. Painful for the bulls, at least, I guess. And if we zoom in here, we have a few things going on. One, this nearest in support level, or pin level, if you will, is about 184. And if it does dip on earnings, 170 is potential support. And then down here, there is still this tiny gap. It's not a big gap, but it's not filled. And, it could potentially drag it down a decent percent. If it fills this, so it would get into it around 154. It would fill it around 151. So see if that comes into play at all. If it does then continue to dip 142 and then 137, 138. Now if it goes to the upside, that hold over 2, that 201, 202 level looks like strong resistance to me. So we'll see. Who knows? On a really good reaction, maybe it could just sort of blow right past it and get into this area here. So we have a pretty big range here that we could put in another couple of levels. I was hesitant previously until it put in some additional price action, but I feel pretty good. I think we'll just do one for now as to not clutter it up too much. I'm going to immediately take that back just because that looks like a strong level to me. Okay, so if it holds over that 201, 202 level, 222, 235, 248, 275 look like they make sense to me. If in the days and weeks ahead it continues to pop off, 310 and 333 look strong to me as well on the resistance side of things. But that's a far cry, especially percentage-wise from where it is right now. Now on the Thinkorswim side of things, something interesting happening. We see it's sort of mid-range of the channel at the moment, doing that on the back of this up over 5% so far today. We'll see how that shakes out. But on the histogram, it did recently kill off all of the bearish momentum. Doesn't mean it can't pick right back up, but it's also triggering on the TTM squeeze indicator. Now it was triggering here, and when it fired, it let off a pretty big move down from about, say, 225 or so, and then it dropped it all the way down to like 160s, 170 here. So pretty good call by the TTM squeeze indicator. It's always interesting to me when the price is sitting about mid-range and it's triggering going into earnings. So we'll see. Earnings itself, regardless of whether there's a trigger on the TTM squeeze indicator or not, could certainly set off fireworks. So not to say that, but I'm wondering if there could be something even more outsized and or sustained depending on which way it goes. Now, just because TTM squeeze indicator is triggering doesn't mean that it needs to fire, and doesn't mean when it fires anything's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. And of course, the most important thing is if there is a big reaction, we don't know which way it goes. That's always the biggest piece of the puzzle. Is it going to fire? And if it is a good indication, is it going to boom upward, or is it going to be a rug pull and the floor is going to fall out? So we'll see. But a little bit of space here in the channel, from 156 to the downside up to 212 on the upside. So pretty in line with these near in levels that we have, about to this gap level, and then up, that hold right over 2 that we were talking about. So pretty much in line with that. So interested to see how this all shakes out. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week is off to a good start. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.